afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, before we begin our new lesson in Gender Society, may I request please Erica to read as the orator.
Everyone, please stand. Okay, classmates, let's pray. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please give me this sit down. So, to formally begin with our new discussion, are ready for a new activity?
Yes,
sir!
Short?
Yes, sir!
Okay. Please can we use a paper for our motivational speed test? Because we're gonna answer the 4 basic questions that might be related to our topic. Just any paper required. You ready? Number 1. The unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people. A. Prejudice. B. Inequality. Or C. Discrimination. Again, the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people. A. Prejudice. B. Inequality. C. Discrimination. Okay, number 2. These are the church organizations who rejects the anti-discrimination bill. A. Apostoleship of Prayers. B. Catholic Bishops Conference of the Philippines and Episcopal Commission on Family and Youth. C. Christian Family Movement. Right. Number 3. What are the following freedom or rights that LGBT participated with? A. Freedom to participate in voting affairs, to vote, and have equal access to public service. B. Freedom of mass media and LGBT content. C. Freedom to educate and apply scholarships and gain university. Lastly, why do you think the militaries, including the police, are one of the concerns when it comes in discrimination against or towards LGBT? A. Because they don't want LGBT to participate nor cooperate in military training and give them a special training. B. They segregate the LGBT training from heterosex. C. Because they have a military strict adherence to heterosex-based gender binary law. Please exchange with me. Already exchange?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 1, the answer to number 1 is C, discrimination. Number 2, D, Catholic Bishops Conference. Number 3 is letter A. And lastly, number 4 is letter C because we have a military adherence.
Yay, perfect! Perfect!
To you, Miss Erica, have you seen something based on our activity that we had earlier?
Have you seen something?
You, based on the activity, is there any
What? About LGBTQ, about the discrimination of LGBTQ, and also sa military and sa church na mga something.
Yes. Well, so for today's discussion, this is the lesson 20, the subtopic of political, legal perspective in gender and sexuality and discrimination by the Catholic Church and military. So in discrimination by Catholic Church, please read Miss Eliza. But before that, let us read first the objectives.
At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to discuss about the discrimination from Catholic Church and military towards LGBT, create the posters that helps to educate the people about the condition towards LGBTQ and reflect to oneself why we should respect LGBT community and treat them as equal.
Okay, I hope that these three objectives will attain at the end of our lesson. So now, Miss Eliza, can you please read the Discrimination by Catholic Church, the whole paragraph itself?
Discrimination by Catholic Church. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or CBCP, and the Episcopal Commission on Family and Life, or ECFL, has been fervently demanding Congress for a removal of sex, gender, sexual orientation, and gender identity. In the Comprehensive Anti-Discrimination Ordinances filed in the Senate of House of Representatives. Antagonists of the Anti-Discrimination Bill claim that the passage of an anti-discrimination legislation will open the door for same-sex marriage. Yes, a provision allowing for same-sex marriages was not present in the anti-discrimination bill at the same time of its introduction, first filing, and has never been added.
Okay, so in terms of discrimination by Catholic Church towards LGBT, when they found out that the legislation will make an anti-discrimination bill, this church organization was very furious and frustrated about this bill because for them they believe that this bill is the gateway for same-sex marriage, and also yes, and also they believe that it creates a problem in difficult family, marriages, education, the life of a child. That's why they are super reject it. So for this, these are the so the Catholic Church. They are also known as the antagonists of the anti-discrimination bill, and and of course, our country, Philippines, are a very conservative country. Even though that we are free, but still there's still a limitation. And until now, me and my LGBT community are still fighting that we LGBT are deserved to give a equal rights and equal in family planning. And can you please read Judge Monte Hermosa the participation of LGBTQ class members in public life.
Participation of LGBTQ plus members in public life. Article 25 of the Convention provides for the rights of each citizen to participate in public affairs, to vote, and to have equal access to public service in the country. These rights are provided free of unreasonable restrictions and free from distinctions made on the basis of sex, which, as mentioned above, includes sexual orientation.
So, although there are many left and right discrimination towards LGBT, since we are in a democratic country, we LGBT also have a participation in public life. So, in Article 25 of the Convention, provides the rights for the rights to each citizens to participate in what? The public affairs. Do you know who's this
Care.
lawmaker?
No.
Okay. I forgot what her name, but she is the first transgender woman to run and sit in the Congress seat. And also, LGBT has also a right to participate in suffrage.
Yes.
And and lastly, we also LGBT also have an equal access on public services like magtrabaho ka, like kailangan pagka-updated sa mga boss and something like that. And until now, it's still visible naman and very active to the LGBT. So now we're gonna discuss about a very explicit or we're gonna explicit this topic, which is the discrimination in the military towards LGBT. So I know all of you are very familiar with the movie Private Benjamin
Yes.
by Vice Ganda.
Yes.
Yeah. If it's a very funny movie, but yet that movie has a moral lesson that, of course, that related to the LGBT community. So please read Sherry Asimugan, The Discrimination in the Military. In just this paragraph.
Through their media announcements, it seems on the surface that the Philippine military and the police are adhering to the non-discrimination clause of the Philippine Constitution, Article 2, and the ICCPR by its declaration of openness to admit gays, lesbians, and bisexual persons in military and police services.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Serdan. So if you ever read our Philippine 1987 Constitution, it was stated there that in Article 2 that we people have the right to have an equal time, freedom, and equality between the people. And also not just our 1987 Constitution, but also the UN also declared that the military enlistment is open for everyone, not just for heterosexual like men and women, but also to the LGBTQ plus. And even though that the UN Declaration and even our Constitution provided a right to for LGBT to participate in military, although there's also something a not a bad side about it. So may I request Ms. Cabales to read the last paragraph.
Discrimination in the military. The military's strict adherence to heterosexist gender binary roles discriminates against those that fall short of these standards, and the generalized negative stereotyping of LGBT persons and the misconception in that a person's sexual orientation defines one's gender expression are most evident on the common position of the AFP, PNP, and PMA towards gay and effeminate behaviors. To address this concern, it is important to identify sources of discrimination and create a class program or activity to address it.
Okay. So, since our Constitution provided a right for LGBT to participate in the military, however, inside the military training, there's a restrictions towards LGBT. So, for example, sa gay, ni participate sa military enlistment, na ay also mga rules and regulations that all people, including the LGBT, to follow. Yeah. The best example that is, kung usay mo ang pagkatao is mo rin na imong i-act example of course lalaki ko din sa mga so since lalaki mo din ang po against the women mo ang gender is lalaki, so you have to act as a man, just like in also mo ato ka o mag-enroll ka criminology. I have also have a friend in CIP who enrolled in criminology despite na he is gay, and it's okay. And it's okay naman to enroll in criminology. So in military, in other fact, so because of this, military is also one of the concerns na why discrimination also happens inside the military because of their very strict adherence towards the LGBT. So these are the military institutions from the government, the AFP, the Armed Supported
Philippine
Force,
PMA,
PNP, National Police, PSA.
Philippine Military Academy.
So in these military institutions are, of course, nag-exist gapon but also they have also to respect na sila yung mga kapulisan, mga military na LGBTQ. So they have nothing to do about it, and all they can do is just follow and obey the law, which was at the end, sulod ang military to protect and to love and protect and serve our country. So, Miss Erica, what have you learned about our lesson for today about discrimination by the Catholic Church and military towards LGBT. Do you have any idea? Yes.
I've learned in Catholic discrimination is that they don't want to this anti-discrimination bill kasi for them kanang if the LGBTQ kanang same-sex marriage they don't want it because it's morally wrong for them in the church and kanang namang anak maapektuhan ang kanang children like that and also in discrimination in military there's stereotyping that yes, negative stereotyping LGBT. Na dapat po they act as a man if sa lang
So, despite na, of course, discrimination, prejudice, and bias still exists today in our country, we should always remember that we are not humans. But we all are the God of children, and all we can do is to love each other despite of having a different gender basis. So that's it for my topic of lesson 20. And I hope you learned something. And also, I will leave a quote pala. So, let's practice motivation and love, not discrimination and hate, by our beloved and truly artist. So, thank you very much.